I previously stated and repeat, this is a struggle between heaven and hell. You are nothing but a deceitful screen. Behind your ranks, angels and demons battle. Behind your pretexts lies the true reason, Satan's battle against Christ. This is one of the first selections of humanity, which is approaching its final hour. On June 19th, 1943, Jesus spoke to Maria Valtorta about what lies behind this devastating war, the Second World War, that is going on at the moment. And it's a lesson for us who are currently at peace, but may be facing war at any time because of the foolishness and the depravity of our leaders, especially in relation to the Ukraine war. We need to know that there's a spiritual force, or there are spiritual forces that are operating and are active all the time. So we can see from what Jesus now says what we must do and what leads to the ruin of nations which do not do what Jesus says. June 19th, 1943, Jesus says, "Some days ago, Father," that'll be Father Migliorini, who is Maria Valtorta's priest, wrote that he was perplexed about the true source of the spiritual scourge. Quotes, "For a kingdom divided within itself is no longer a kingdom," unquote. I will show Father that this can be, for the division is purely apparent. And I'm thinking there, as I just stop for a moment, that the kingdom divided against its kingdom, maybe either that the forces of war are basically causing death on each side, and so if this is Lucifer operating everywhere, why would he actually cause death of his own side? Anyway, Jesus goes on. Lucifer, in his manifestations, has always sought to imitate God. Just as God has given every nation its protecting angel, Lucifer has given it its demon. But as the different angels of the nations obey a single God, so the different demons of the nations obey a single Lucifer. The order given by Lucifer in the present episode to the different demons is not different according to the country. It is a single order for all, by which one understands that the kingdom of Satan is not divided and thus endures. This order may be enunciated as follows: sow horror, despair, and errors, so that the peoples will separate themselves from God, cursing him. The demons obey, and sow horror and despair, extinguish faith, strangle hope, and destroy charity. Over the ruins, they sow hatred, lust, and atheism. They sow hell, and they succeed, for they find the ground already favourable. My angels also fight to defend the country I've assigned to them. But my angels do not find favourable ground. Hence, they are left in a losing position with respect to the enemies of hell. To win my angels should be helped by souls living in and for good, living in me. They find some, but there are too few in comparison to those that do not believe, do not love, do not forgive, and are unable to suffer. It is appropriate to repeat, Satan has asked to sift you. And from the sifting, it turns out that corruption is, as in the times of the flood, aggravated by the fact that you have had the Christ and his church, whereas in the times of Noah, that was not the case. I previously stated and repeat, this is a struggle between heaven and hell. You are nothing but a deceitful screen. Behind your ranks, angels and demons battle. Behind your pretexts lies the true reason, Satan's battle against Christ. This is one of the first selections of humanity, which is approaching its final hour, to separate the harvest of the elect from the harvest of the reprobate. But unfortunately, the harvest of the elect is small in comparison to the other. When Christ comes to defeat the perpetual adversary in his prophet, you will find few marked in their spirits by the cross.